So this is going to be a quick video on the quote-unquote brand new Daiwa MANGETSU baitcaster. And we're just going to read over the specs, check out the features, and then I'm going to tell you the truth about this reel. But before we do that, I'm going to cover another quote-unquote new baitcaster from Daiwa. And to do this, we have to go to Tackle Warehouse's website. Now, the new MANGETSU reel, I think it might be a Tackle Warehouse exclusive. So we're going to go to new, and right here, new casting reels. And there's the MANGETSU, but I don't see the other new Daiwa baitcaster, which is a TATULA. Now they do have the new TATULA 200, and here it is right here. This is the other new Daiwa baitcaster, the new TATULA 150. Now, of course, this is based off of the latest TATULA frame, and I actually did a preview video on the TATULA 200 a few months ago, and that was before I actually got the latest TATULA SV100 that uses the same frame. And I will have to say that if this is using the same size frame as the TATULA SV100, then it is a very, very comfortable palming reel. But just going over the specs, it looks like it's just a lower line capacity version of the latest TATULA 200. It's got the same weight, same ratios, but there are a couple of differences that are pretty important. Now, the first difference is that the spool is smaller at 36mm, where the 200 has a 38mm spool. And the second difference is that the 150 sports MagForce Z braking, while the 200 I think is just regular MagForce. And in case you're wondering what the big deal about that is, MagForce Z is Daiwa's dynamic brake system, at least one of them, while the regular MagForce is static. So on paper, MagForce Z is a more sophisticated brake system that should allow for a little bit better casting. But other than that, it looks like everything else is the same. Looks like, of course, the same frame, just smaller spools, same knob, same handle as the 200. And I guess I should have seen this coming because the old 200 and the old 150 TATULAs went on clearance. Let me see if I can find them. Golly, Daiwa's got a lot of reels. Okay, here's the TATULA 150 right here on clearance for $159.97 from $179. And here's the old TATULA 200 also on clearance, same price. But this TATULA 150 has gone up in price to $199.99. So yeah, I'm not sure why someone would pick a 200 over a 150 unless they just absolutely need a little bit more line capacity. But now it's time to get to the Daiwa MANGETSU. And I think this is a Tackle Warehouse exclusive. Let's take a look at some pictures. So it's a decent looking reel, but let's read about it. It says, based on the TATULA 150, the Daiwa MANGETSU casting reels are a result of an exclusive collaboration between Daiwa and Tackle Warehouse that deliver classy, refined aesthetics along with upgraded capability and durability, with looks inspired by the 2007 JDM Certate Vintage Custom Reels. The MANGETSU boasts key performance features like MagForce Z for supreme casting control, a T-wing line guide for optimized line flow, and precise line winding, and Daiwa's hyperdrive design, which includes hyperdrive digit gear, hyper double support pinion gear, hyper tough clutch, and hyper armed housing. So that's interesting. Armed with Daiwa's ultimate tournament drag that uses a powerful drag stack along with a special grease for robust fish stopping force with low inertia, the MANGETSU also includes a drilled aluminum spool with ample capacity for lengthy casts, and a long 100mm handle with rounded cork knobs for extreme grip and winching power. Finished in a sleek silver color and adorned with a subtle DVEC logo on the outer side plate. Daiwa Mangetsu casting wheels make a unique and classy addition to any tackle enthusiast collection. So features T-Wing, Mag Force Z, hyperdrive design, long cast concept, aluminum gear frame and inner side plate, 34mm A7075 spool, ultimate tournament drag, 100mm handle cork knobs, 30.6 inches per turn, Tackle Warehouse exclusive reel, and believe they had a video about this. Let me see if I can find it. That wasn't like a fishing video, it was some kind of a, I don't know, documentary style video. Here it is. Behind the design, Mangetsu, and Mangetsu in Japanese means full moon. Now Shimano, a few years ago, actually they still have this line of reels. It's called the Engetsu, which means half moon. So let's check out this video.
Welcome back, Tackle Warehouse fans. Jake here, and we have a very special edition. We got some really cool to talk about. I'm here with one of our buyers, Jeff, and our buddy Mark Mills from Daiwa, and a reel designer from Daiwa as well.
So that Japanese guy is the guy who designed this reel.
Reel that's going to be actually a Tackle Warehouse exclusive. That we just talked about it. Started 3, 4, 5 years ago. Yeah, been a long time in the making.
Yeah, good collaboration. Really.
Yeah, I've been working on this reel development for a long time, and we're super stoked to partner with Daiwa on this project and just get something that...
Holy crap, this video is like 11 minutes. We're not going to go through all that. Let's try to fast forward through some cool parts. It's a close up.
This is a Tackle Warehouse exclusive reel. It's a 150 size, and it's got really cool cosmetics on it. It's got some really cool features on it that we want to talk about. It's guess you could probably talk about
All right.
and with the T-Wing system on it.
Yeah, so we take that bracelet, that Mag Force Z, along with
All right. So anyway, if you want to watch this 11-minute and 36-second video, it is on Tackle Warehouse's website. Now it's time to tell you guys what this Mangetsu reel really is. As soon as I saw it, and I saw the etching at the top of the frame, this reel is the original Daiwa Tatula Type R with a silver paint job and slightly longer handle with some cork knobs, and they jacked up the price to $299. As soon as I saw this reel and saw this top plate machining right here, those 4 angled lines, I was like, that's just a Tatula Type R. And when I took a closer look, I looked at the spool. Yep, same spool as a Tatula Type R. Same Zion drag star. Now I think the spool tension cap may be different. It looks like it's bigger, but this is basically a reel that was introduced in either 2012 or 2013, so it's well over 10 years old. And having owned the original Tatula Type R, I will say that it is a bigger reel, especially in 2025. And back then it was a decent competitor going up against the Shimano CURADO I. But now they've given you a, I guess, fancy silver paint job and fancy cork knobs and jacked the price up. So let me know in the comments section if you are planning on getting one of these Daiwa Mangetsu bait casters. Now before I end this video, I will say that you're probably wondering, why does Daiwa keep a platform around and keep reusing it over and over for as long as they do? The answer is this, and I will say Shimano does the same thing, but just not to the extent that Daiwa does. Now, since I've started this channel, I found out a lot of things about how the industry works, and basically when companies like Shimano or Daiwa come up with a brand new reel design, apparently they have to purchase a machine to specifically machine out these reels. And they can't machine out any other frame shapes or whatnot. The machine is specifically for this particular frame. Now, here's the thing. These machines are apparently extremely expensive. I've heard prices as low as $500,000 all the way up to the several $1,000,000. So of course, companies have to recoup their money and turn a profit. So the longer they can keep using the same frame and using that machine that they bought to churn out, different models of reels, the more likely they'll be able to recoup their money or investment in that machine, as well as start turning a profit. So that's why you'll see companies using the exact same frame, but just changing some parts here and there, maybe changing material and other things, but it definitely cuts down on production costs and helps the companies turn a profit. So apparently it looks like Daiwa is still trying to either recoup the money on this particular frame, or they finally recouped their money and they're trying to turn a profit by introducing this new MANGETSU. So anyways, guys, I have a lot of videos I need to work on in the future, and one of them is going to be the most extreme bait finesse rod ever made, bar none, as well as a comparison of the current METANIUM DC versus the SLX DC XT, which of course is going to be a nice little appetizer to when I finally get my ALDEBARAN DC in. All right, guys, thanks a lot.